Hello, hello, come on in, come on in. Oh, this was a weird situation. What is it called? Architectural Digest.
AD.
Is that what it's called?
AD, yeah.
That's what we're doing today. But without the... This wood was gifted to me by Paul McCartney. None of that. Welcome to a extremely standard, for all my international viewers here, this is an extremely standard Swedish 70s apartment filled with a bunch of Asian antiques. And I'm pretty sure you have not seen this combo so fully executed before. It's not a clean girl, it's not rich, it's not architectural, but it is something you haven't seen before.
Skanky but nice.
Skanky but nice, full of character. Here is our really long hallway as you enter. So also, just so you guys know, most of it is not finished. This is like a draft because we have been living here for a few months now, but we have a lot more things to do. But you were all begging for it every day. So this is what you get. Now you get the unfinished thing. So here we will eventually put up a gallery wall full of random paintings, drawings and photos. And then here in front of me we have the double bathrooms. So for some reason this place has one toilet and one bathroom. It's really not that impressive. It just looks like every Swedish person's childhood memories of PE class. That is what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like eventually, I think we're gonna paint it white and gonna put something up so we don't have to have this and stuff. But it's not that fun. It's functional. It's functional. And then we have something even more standard. But we are gonna turn it into a closet because we have a lot of fucking clothing and Andy likes to sing inside the closet. It's also gonna soundproof it because we don't want to have beef with the neighbors like we did in our old place. Here is a quite creepy, we have a crossroads. Yeah, here we have jackets and shoes and shit.
You get the raw dog version here.
We were debating on whether or not we should clean it, but like I don't have the energy, I'm sorry. Bunch of clothes, bunch of shit, bunch of functional stuff that I never touch because Andy fixes everything in this house. Yeah, more shit. Okay, so here behind these beautiful glass doors we have, now we should open it. Once again. Welcome to our living room / bedroom, and this is basically just a condensed version of the other apartment, and it looks this exact same. It's the exact same setup, the same sofa bed, the same chest, the same windows. Yeah, we feel at home. This is like what you used to see, but now there is no paintings, there's no workspaces, there's no desks, there's only this, which is really nice. And this family carpet, we have the famous Yoko Ono John Lennon paraphrase painting of us, because I like waking up to Andy's naked body every day ×2. I have new nightstands. And on top we have Andy's jewelry in this really pretty little box that really matches the nightstand. We're gonna put these up there eventually, so it will look exactly like our old apartment, but the wall was super hard. The wallpaper was already here and we liked it, so we kept it, and it's this textured golden thing. I think it works surprisingly well with our stuff. Here we have the baby cult that I recommend everybody having in their apartment. I don't even know how I'm gonna tell the story because there's no reason for us to have so many. But basically, this girl has been in Andy's family for decades. And when I used to come to his house, I used to draw her, and then I did some research on who is she, and I found out that she has a brother. And I started researching, I started tracking him down. I looked everywhere. I looked on secondhand sites in Australia, in the US, in everywhere. And then I finally found a woman on Gumtree named Susan from Britain. Since I now know how freaking hard it is to find one, it has just become my personal mission to collect all of them. And my most recent find are these, the baby ones. In Singapore you can find a few, but there they are usually very expensive, and all of these have been found in Sweden or at Susan from Britain's place. Quite impressive. We're gonna reorganize this shelf later. For now we have the lucky cat, we have the haunted panda.
It doesn't show up on the camera.
Don't play with me like that, I'm genuinely really scared of it. Once again we have the Chinese cabinet, the famous. Inside we have all of my art supplies or finished artworks. Have even more glass bonsai trees. You probably saw we have even more. Är det engaging eller? Vi behöver mer close-ups. I've created this forest, and then there are little characters. Here's another Buddha. Here's a soldier, inspired by Toy Story. And then here are action figures that I made Andy for his birthday. They can't stand up yet. I'm working on that, but they're very cute. Then here we have a coffee table, and we have it here because our bed is usually pulled out. But sometimes when we have guests we will put it there. And it's quite fun because it actually comes with 6 little chairs. You get the idea. You get the idea. Like there's like really amazing craftsmanship going into this. We really love it, but we have no space for it. And also when you're sitting like 6 people, you have to like touch the table with your crotch in a strange way. So yeah, it has gotten a bit intense, but I just love starting my morning on auction at the marketplace and then just typing in every single slur I've ever been called. That's my morning routine. And that's how I find all of these cool stuff. Swedish people don't know, number one, what it's worth, and also they don't dare to have it because they're afraid of cultural appropriation. And you just see all of this stuff dusting away in the flea market. But now it's here. And I like mixing it with more like, I don't even know what this is, but this is like ultra European style, and I just think that's a fun fusion for us as a biracial couple. It's cute. Should we move on? Should we move on, guys? Guys, ooh, swag. Here we have my room, and it's looking horrific because I haven't had the time to do anything with it yet, because when we moved in here, I was so behind on all my work, so I just started working right away, and I haven't really set the system up yet. So we're gonna run through, we're gonna get a sneak peek, and then I'll see you in my studio makeover video. How about that? Okay, okay. Ooh, quick, quick, quick. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Don't look at it, don't look at the mess. Come along, come along. So, if you walk right through my room, you get to the balcony. The lovely balcony. Welcome. And the whole thing opens up as if you were outside all along. This is the chill side of the balcony. Sometimes we have dinner here. Usually we have coffee here. We have this ashtray that we do not use and we do not endorse. Smoking, don't smoke. But whatever messages I have on my channel aside, this is the best ashtray in the world. Here, you're supposed to have your cigarettes. Here, and then here, you can. But like I said, we do not endorse smoking in this house. We simply collect the lighters. Which brings me to my vintage lighter collection. If you haven't noticed, I really like collecting things. But here we have monkey lighter. made in Japan for hotels in the 70s, right? What did the guy say? We have a little elephant. We have a dragon lighter that I bought on my first trip to Korea. Then we have a fish. What?
Koi.
Koi. And we have my favorite out of all of them. This is a pheasant lighter from 90s, 20s Japan, or from Singapore during the Japanese occupation. What did he say?
Something like that.
We have a tiger lighter that I got for my birthday from my best friend. And then we have this little lighter ashtray situation. That is really cute. Oh yeah.
Whoa, holy shit.
And then for bonus we also have 3 cute little matchboxes. So hot. This part of the balcony has unexpectedly become the actual art studio because the lighting in my room is not that good, and here we have a lot of dead space. It would only be used for this anyways, and it's been super nice working here because I get so much light. I get all of this space. It gets to be separated from my life. I like it like that. We have the same little chair as last time. Here we have my childhood best friend sporting the, oh my god, wait, show. Take them on. The gang's all here. Did you know I found all of these shoes at 3 separate flea markets in Sweden, and I've never seen them before, and I've never seen them since. It was meant to be. But and one day, this is gonna be my baby. But for now, it's gonna be my cat. And he can sit here as we move on to the next room. There's another door. Welcome to Andy's place. Ooh. Oh, quite cool in here. 70s inspired music studio room. Retro wallpaper that I imported from Japan. Or you did. Keyboard. Little office vibes. Small little boxes. This was a gift from me. And then as organized as my man is, everything neatly. He always insists on showing this, but I think it looks so boring to non-music people. But here is, yeah, R2D2. I've seen it before. Here is a chair we picked up in my hometown. Here's Bruce Lee and this role and this idol.
No. Redo.
Okay, it has been Andy's idol since he was small.
I changed my name when I was 5 years old.
To Bruce.
Bruce Arnold.
Here we have Andy's organized closet. We have the belts, the fanny packs, more belts, jackets. Okay, so now, what happened? We walked around through 4 rooms and we come back at the crossroads. You know? So we walked here, into here, around, out the balcony, inside, and you come out here. So now there's only 1 room left, which is the kitchen. Dining hall, dinner room.
Dining foyer. Nej, vänta.
Foyer.
Nej, vänta.
Everything from the flea markets. Here we have a little stereo moment. I want this one. Here I am, surrounded by the orange flowers, begging you guys once again to vote keep or replace. I literally can't make up my mind because I hate it and I love it at the same time, and I am dreaming of something else and I can picture it in my head and like, ooh, something green or something else would be so nice, it would elevate the room, but then it feels sad to get rid of it, so I can't decide. Fridge. Andy says it's gross to show someone else's fridge. So here in the kitchen, maybe you remember from the moving vlogs, but the lady who lived before us used to have a really big stove and oven situation in one. So this we had to replace, and then Andy built these to match. He took the handles from my closet and then he painted these to match the wood. And then we're gonna do the same thing here and here. So you won't be able to see this later, but since you were so eager to see, this is what you get. If you would have waited patiently, you would have gotten the kitchen with doors. But there you were, begging. I shouldn't be, I shouldn't have the, it's a joke. I don't have this attitude towards all the people supporting me. And also, they have just said yes when I'm like, who wants an apartment door? Yeah, and we're gonna put new tiles up, if you hadn't guessed it. We have this thing. It's like a very Swedish
old school
thing, and it's super practical. Here we have food, plastic stuff, actual stuff, lots of dishes. How do you feel about the apartment?
I feel great.
For those of you who haven't watched my older videos, we lived in a one-room apartment for 3 years, meaning that we both worked from home, lived, slept, ate, did the music, painted. Our entire lives were set in one room. So now that we have more, I look forward to vlogging here with you guys. You're gonna get a few more different shots this time, because the last time my vlogs were identical because there were only so many angles to film from. So now it's gonna be a bit more variation. I look forward to sharing my workflow with you guys because I feel like I'm slowly but surely finding it again. And yeah, you can look forward to the studio makeover.